Hi, good afternoon. Philip here. Great to have you online again. 9 days to go till the Silverrudder. And again, we're all really excited about the race, which is just a few days away. Now, by this time, in 9 days' time, at this time, 2:30 in the afternoon, all the starts will have gone. The harbour will be empty, almost like it is today, in fact. And the Silverrudder 2022 will have gone underway. Now, a few pieces of information for you again today. First of all, we'd like to talk a little bit about what Silverrudder is and what kind of race it is. Now, the Silverrudder, as you know, is a non-stop race from Svendborg back to Svendborg. The course won't be shortened. There will be no change of plans along the way. The first boat that crosses the finish line in each class is undisputably the winner, which is good news for many. Now, other pieces of information which are important for you to listen to today are that one of the very few rules of the Silverrudder dictate that boats aren't allowed to sail in contradiction to the international collision avoidance rules. Now, we've been contacted by the vessel traffic services under the Great Belt Bridge yesterday, and they asked us to tell all the participants that they'll be fined if they navigate against the flow of the traffic in a traffic separation scheme. Now, it's stated very clearly in Rule 10 of the International Collision Avoidance Rules, so make sure you abide by that. You're not allowed to sail in the opposite direction to the natural flow of traffic through the traffic separation scheme. Yeah? Okay. Secondly, we'd like to advise you to use electronic distress beacons instead of using the hand flares. It is an option. Several of you have contacted us asking whether or not you can replace the two hand flares that you'd normally have in the safety package as per our sailing instructions with an electronic distress beacon. And the answer is yes, you're allowed to do that. There's a picture on the film here that you can see. Yeah? Okay. Another little piece of advice, we'd like to advise you to have a light on your life jacket. Now, this is really a personal choice, to have a little light on your life jacket just in case you do fall into the water. There's no doubt that the most dangerous time when sailing at the Silverrudder is during the hours of darkness. Yeah, so I advise you have a little light mounted that can either be activated when your life jacket goes into the water or you can activate it manually. Now, we're getting very close to the race. We're all doing a lot of preparation. Personally, I'm having a really hard time with my autopilot, which isn't working at the moment. And with just 9 days to go, it's a little bit tense and stressful. And I'm sure you're going through the same sort of preparation, getting the boat ready, putting security lines, your jack lines on deck, getting your sails all ready. Make sure you're as mentally prepared as possible. Get out there, do as much sailing as possible. I've said this before, as many hours in the water as you can now. Now, as the weather forecast is at the moment, we might have something like the weather we've got today. Not a lot of wind, a little bit of rain, so think about your clothing, think about how you keep warm during the night, think about food. Huh? At the prize giving ceremony and also at the skippers meeting, there'll be an enormous prize draw. This year we've got prizes that go way beyond what we have had in the previous years. I'm not going to talk about amounts, but Ron Stan from Australia have directly kindly sponsored us. Rein Skeep here from Denmark, the boat polish products have sponsored us. So every single participant will be getting his own bottle of shampoo. Now, Sekumar have sponsored life jackets for winners. We've got Elfstrom and X Yachts, which has sponsored the sale for the winning X99. There's a whole series of sponsors that we'd just like to talk about, but obviously we can't mention you all. But thanks very much for sponsoring us all with your enormously generous prizes. Yeah? If you have any questions about the race or any questions about the specific details of the race, we'd like to ask you to read the sailing instructions and the statutes for the race. I've got a link up on the side, on the website here, that you can see exactly where to find them. Make sure that you've all read them before you arrive. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write to silverrudder@silverrudder.com. I'll repeat that, silverrudder@silverrudder.com. Yeah? Great having you online. I'm going to get into the dry weather. It's starting to rain a bit here in Svendborg. See you soon.